Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we were talking with our companions, and we were having a chat with Morrigan. We got to meet her son, Kieran, who is currently standing over there. Now, we weren't quite finished speaking with Morrigan.
Wandering the gardens, I see.
Indeed. Yeah, what exactly are you working on?
What work have you been doing to help us?
Currently, my efforts are focused on determining what Corypheus is, and from where his power comes. The elven orb he carries is what draws my attention. I wonder if the power he used to tear open the Fade, in fact, came from the orb. Perhaps it is even the source of your anchor. If I learn of its origin, I may also learn what Corypheus now intends, as well as his weaknesses.
Would you fight alongside me? What about his dragon? Could he become a god? And I think Aenor would actually be kind of impressed that Morrigan came to that conclusion so quickly. I mean, that's all stuff we already know because, Solus told us about it. But Morrigan, she's been here for like maybe a month or something, and she's already reached that same conclusion. So, clearly she works quickly. She's very competent at what she does. If she's competent, then she's probably powerful.
I could use your company for my excursions outside Skyhold.
I have spent my share of time wandering the wilderness in the company of others, Inquisitor. Thank you for the invitation, but for now I will restrict my efforts to researching the arcane.
She's got someone that she needs to stick around for. Before, there was no one. If she died, I don't think Morrigan wanted to die at any point. Morrigan has always been a survivor. But, if she went on some very dangerous expedition and she died, there was no one who relied on her, but now she has Kieran. She has, aside from her own, self-preservation instincts, she has an extremely good reason to keep herself safe, because if she isn't here, who'll protect Kieran? Who'll look after him?
Do you know anything about his dragon?
It has the appearance of an archdemon. Of that, I am certain. A true archdemon, however, is supposedly the corrupted form of an old god. Has Corypheus actually dug up one of the ancient prisons? If so, why has a new blight not begun? His dragon is something else, something connected to his blighted nature as well as his magic. Beyond that, I cannot say.
And could he become a god?
Is it even possible that Corypheus could succeed?
The Black City exists. Wherever one goes in the Fade, it is visible in the sky. The last time Corypheus and his cohort stormed its doors, they unleashed the Blight upon the world. This time, perhaps he might indeed gain untold power, becoming something unto a god. It is also possible he could unleash something far worse than the Blights. So yes, Corypheus could succeed in his goal. If not, his attempt alone could destroy the world.
Yeah, when we spoke to him, he seemed to regard Aenor as some type of rival.
Corypheus says I'm a rival. Does that mean...
Could you become a god? That depends. Are you prepared to use your anchor to enter the Black City?
Definitely not. I don't know how. Yes, if I could. No. Aenor wouldn't even consider that. No, absolutely not. She does not have any aspirations to godhood.
No, never.
Tell Corypheus that, and see if he believes you.
I appreciate your efforts. We have little information. I need more from you. No, I think she'd be grateful for the things Morrigan has done in such a short period of time.
However you can help, it's appreciated.
Continue prodding at Corypheus, Inquisitor. Elicit a reaction, and we may yet learn from it.
And thoughts on the Inquisition?
Now that you've seen the Inquisition up close, what are your impressions?
'Tis remarkable what you have built. I will give you that. Soldiers are camped outside Skyhold in numbers that would give any nation pause. All this in precious little time, conjured from thin air through the power of fervor alone. I wonder if Corypheus suspected what he was enabling, just as I wonder what will become of all this once he is defeated.
First, we must defeat him. I'm not sure what's next. The Inquisition will continue. Aenor has absolutely no idea what's going to happen afterwards.
I have no idea what will happen once all this is over.
Do you not? No doubt there will be countless men and women with suggestions. Beware the heights you reach, Inquisitor. When this is done, many will be eager to knock you back down.
I'll leave you to the garden.
As you like.
Oh, words of wisdom from Morrigan. Oh, I do like the fact that she's back. I love Morrigan. I think she's great. Excuse me, would like to loot. Thank you. And there we go. Okay, now give me some of this. And yoink. Okay, there we go. I believe that's everyone spoken to. What is... Oh, that's a war room. Okay, that's fine. We can leave that. Now then, next, considering we're inside Skyhold proper, let's head across. So anyone... Okay, now you don't have anything to say. Flipping heck. Solus buddy, hello.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Sharal, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
Glad you liked it. You've seen this before. I didn't like it. Yeah, I think, you know, I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue. I think that had, wait, what? Pardon? Excuse me? That had ding Aenor's senses. I mean, I said during the quest that Aenor was a little surprised at how easily Solus slipped into the palace. You know, how he looked so comfortable standing there and drinking and watching everyone. She expected him to, not to be uncomfortable, but, you know, to have some issues with that, and he didn't. So I think she's thinking, oh, is it because he's spent time at courts before? Oh, does that explain it?
You miss court intrigue? When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course. An elven apostate is rarely invited to speak with empresses and kings. But from the Fade, I have watched dynasties form and empires crumble. It is sometimes savage, sometimes noble, and always fascinating. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally. And Brialla as well, thanks to your efforts on her behalf.
I love that. Every time we have asked Solus a question, he has always approved, yet that time when we catch him in, not exactly a lie, but we catch him saying something odd, and we ask him about it, and he disapproves. I like that. Also, this is the mural for Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. Yes, Celine is alive, and she has allied, well, reconciled with Brialla.
Venan.
Oh. Yeah, tell me about your journeys.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about old ruins.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found an ancient dwarven thaig no longer sheltered by the stone. An earthquake had exposed it all to daylight. 1,000 dwarven corpses lay, the victims of a dark-spawn horde. Their last stand marked by one great ring of armor. In the middle, one small body, clutching tightly to a small stuffed toy.
That's so sad.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
The Alamari crossed the Frostback Mountains to escape a beast they called the Shadow Goddess in their story. I met the spirit that they fled. She walks the Fade along the southern tundra, weeping lonely and forgotten. Great for Elden formed, because a lonely spirit drove her prey away.
And tell me about the old memories.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a dwarf emerge into the light of day and shield his eyes against the sun. The first time he had seen it, the Tears were streaming from his eyes. I thought them from the blazing light, until I saw the rock he held so tightly. Then he laid the rock down gently, and he left it as he walked away.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shirar.
Okay, good talk, Solus. Good talk. Intriguing. Now, Dorian, buddy. Oh, Josephine is back. Nice. But Dorian, hello.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. Saving the day, reconciling lovers, mediating a civil war. So sugary, it's nauseating. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Should we do that more often? You miss that. Happy I could help. Don't be ridiculous. Yeah, really? You miss it? Really? It was torture.
That's something you actually miss.
Who wouldn't? All the drama, the scandal, the petty maneuverings. Back home, we engage in social affairs with the grim intensity of war. When blood is spilled, the battle is won. Less fun when you're the target, but to watch. My, yes. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
That's another reference to Mark of the Assassin. One of the elven servants is like, will you try this ham? It tastes of despair.
I should go.
As you wish.
Okay, anything else, though?
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
Okay, there we go.
I should go.
As you wish.
Next up, Vivienne. Hello there, Fiona. Oh, and we can actually make our way over to this side of the map. You know what? Let's have a look out here first. Ooh. These are very nice rooms. Lovely for, you know, visiting dignitaries, one would assume. Oh, hello. A crumpled letter. My dear Ewan, you have been the light of my life, the song in my heart for over a year. But the world has changed, and both of us with it. How does one live through the rending of the sky and still remain the same? I have seen oblivion through the rifts, and I fear our lives are about to end. You told me the distance between us would be hard to bear, and I said I would never seek the arms of any but yours. I was wrong. I have met someone in Valrayo. She is dark where you are fair. She fills her life with poetry, not battle. And her voice, her tongue trips so sweetly on the trills and flourishes of the Orlesian language. She gives me hope that we will survive this. I'm sorry. I will never forget you. Aurora. Damn. Damn, that this is... You're in the middle of a war, the sky has been torn open, and your girlfriend decides to dump you. Flipping heck, that is very sad. I am so sorry for you in there. Whoever he is. And this should just lead around. Yes. Okay, now then. Vivienne, hello.
My dear, I'm afraid I must ask you for help. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
Okay, yeah, what exactly is this wyvern? How dangerous is it?
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it. They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
And what exactly is this formula you're working on?
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivienne. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
Okay, I don't think Aenor would question this. It's a request from a council member. how do I put this? You could argue that Vivienne is technically their doctor. If she's the court enchanter, potentially responsible for healing people in the court, as well as, entertaining and, sharing knowledge on arcane matters with the Empress and all of that, performing grand feats. Who is Aenor to be like, oh, tell me this person's private business? I don't think she'd ask.
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
I'm assuming what Aenor meant there is that she is not a hunter of exotic beasts, because she is most certainly a hunter. She is a Dalish hunter. She's killed stags and bears and boars and wolves and all of that, but I was about to say she's probably never killed anything exotic. She's been killing all kinds of shit with the Inquisition. Maybe she doesn't feel like that counts. She's been doing it recently, but she doesn't have a long-standing history killing exotic beasts. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's the logic I'm gonna go with. Yeah, of course we can help.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
I love the name of this quest. Bring me the heart of Snow White. That is such a cool name for a quest.
It took a great deal of skill to win that title for the elves, but you surely know it will end in a bloodbath.
Oh, why? It might not. You don't know.
What are your thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
Blackwall is a useful sort of fellow, but he's perhaps too eager to please. He reminds me of a pup begging for attention.
Okay, anything else?
How may I help you?
Okay, nothing. Okay. Good stuff. Why is everyone so sure that the elves are gonna get mucked? Why? Vivienne's alchemy notes. A suitable replacement for the Prematus root must be derived, as the plant went extinct during the Second Blight. Dried red moss cut from a wandering hill has shown similar restorative effects. An emulsion of silverite and elfroot extract can counteract the fatal toxicity of red moss. The solution must be heated for exactly 75 minutes with magical flame. Mundane fires, regardless of fuel type, have been found to burn at too low a temperature. The heart of the snowy wyvern must be added at the last possible moment. The compound becomes unstable when exposed to light, even if stored in perfect darkness. It is only viable for 3 days. It begins to degrade in potency in a matter of hours, and experimentation has shown that the age regression effect decreases steadily over time from the moment it is synthesized. By the second day, the results are almost too subtle to detect, and by the third it is entirely useless.
I can't make heads or tails of this. Age regression, who is this potion for?
Can we actually ask her about that?
Do you need something, my dear?
We cannot, okay. I think Aenor would be scratching her head. However, Vivienne, she's never given us any reason to doubt her. She has always been brutally honest. My allegiance to you only goes so far. If you say things I dislike, fuck you. I don't really give a shit about your opinion. Like, I am what I am. She's never outright lied. She's never given us any reason to be overly concerned. Do we have anything to turn in? Okay, no we do not.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor.
Oh.
Here it is.
Okay, how are your duties going?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold's present state.
Okay, good stuff.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Okay, yeah, we can take care of that for you, Helissima. No worries. That dwarf is floating. Witchcraft. Witchcraft! Is this the thing about the nugs? Yeah, it is. We've already read that. Now, Leliana, hello there.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
But what do you want? You're their last resort. The Divine seems useless. And... The Divine has her purpose. I've said this before, Aenor doesn't particularly like the Chantry, but she doesn't want Andrastianism to be completely wiped off the face of the map. Because at the end of the day, Aenor has a religion that is damn near destroyed, and it hurts. And she doesn't want that hurt for other people. Yeah, I think this is the most important thing. Like, does Leliana want to be divine or not?
Is becoming divine something you really want? When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
I will help if I can. You could abandon ship, let the Chantry sink. Ooh. I'm disinclined to go with number one because here's the thing. Aenor has no interest in helping rebuild the Chantry. The Chantry has been a racist organization that has persecuted her people for centuries. She has nothing against the religion, but the religious organization has been one of hatred. She has no interest in helping with that. I don't particularly like the idea of Aenor saying, oh, well, you could just give up on your religion. Aenor isn't the most religious of people, but, you know, she still believes in the elven gods, and she occasionally prays. And I think if someone came up to her and was like, oh, your religion's basically dead as a doornail, give it up, she'd be quite offended by that. I was literally just saying that she doesn't particularly like the Chantry. It's not the religion, it's the institution. I'm actually kind of drawn to this.
If the Chantry is a sinking ship, I say let her sink. The Chantry did terrible things to your people. I understand why you might hate it. But do you think ages of elven hatred will just disappear if the Chantry does? Without the Chantry to guide, that hatred will spiral out of control.
That would be bad. So little faith in people. The Chantry did preach hate. That's the problem. Like I said, she's not trying to argue against Andrastianism. She's arguing against the Chantry.
It was the Chantry that taught people hate and fear. If the Chantry led them to this place, it can lead them out of it. The people are sheep, Inquisitor. They need to follow. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
That was a very odd angle there. Flipping heck. No, I want to keep talking to you. Madam, pardon.
Did you need something?
Okay, again, this is the question about them being a couple, I bet.
They called you the left hand of the divine. That they did? What of it? I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like? A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
God, no, we're not asking it.
We'll talk more later.
I refuse.
Did you need something? You seem to know a great many people. I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Yeah, tell me about Morrigan.
What do you know of Morrigan? She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people. Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran. He seems so normal, like any other little boy. And so polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean, never mind.
You were 100% expecting something else. Also, I do agree. I think it is Kieran that has changed Morrigan so much. Becoming a mother opened up parts of her that she didn't expect.
We can continue this conversation later. You know where I am.
Okay, no,
Do you need something?
Yep, any updates?
Anything I should know? Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
Okay, good. Excellent.
I'll leave you to your work.
Now then, is there anything else? Anything else in here? Again, I'm pretty sure we've read this. Yeah, Baron Plucky. Yeah, we can leave that be. And hop. Whee! Oh, we did the desk again. I love it when that happens. I love jumping on the desk. It makes my day. Okay, who do we want to speak to next? I'm drawn to Blackwell. Let's go speak with Cullen, and then we'll head down. Oh.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
Oh, okay then. After we've finished speaking to Blackwell, we'll go head up in that direction. How odd. Now, anyone?
That Corypheus, he's a snake. The Conclave, Haven, Halam Shiral. Never see him until it's too late.
That's why we have talkers and hounds. Allies better than him.
We had allies before.
Not like this. Haven wasn't anything like this.
You are a remarkably old man, yet your voice sounds so incredibly young, sir. Also, let me just check. No. Where is the Quizquisition when you need them?
The war in Orlais has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
We've asked these in the past.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Actually, correct me if I'm wrong, but the thing about allies is randomized.
Yes.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Dorian? He's arrogant. He preens himself. But you already know that. He doesn't even hide it.
Oh, but he's so lovely.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
To be honest, I can see Blackwell being like that, but just because he's got mountain man energy, and he's just kind of like this young metrosexual lifestyle that most men have nowadays. I don't understand it. Hello. The Stable Boy's Letters. A personal letter written in a halting, simple hand. Mather, we're up. Oh, Mother, we're up on the mountains now. Frostbacks, like you told stories about. It's safe because the Herald is leading, and she's everything they say she is. Praise Andraste, I can make a difference. Tell Father I'm sorry about the fields. I hope Uncle Silas helped. I wanted to be there, but this matters. It really matters. Love and respect, your son Desmond. Oh, he's trying. He's trying. That's sweet. Alrighty then. you know what? I'm actually just about out of time for this episode. In the next one, we head to the other side of Skyhold. We'll check in with Cullen, see why he's meeting Cassandra, and maybe we'll speak to Cassandra about her, you know, potentially being divine. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.